block is a champion for our kids in the Roseland area, often often referred to as the Wild Wild 100. Her feed of teen every Thanksgiving is proof of that, in addition to all the other community events she offers the community. Let us be reminded to give involved. Sorry, excuse me, I'm just
excited.
No, let us be reminded to get involved in the lives of our youth, as they are the ones who are in charge of the future. Volunteer. Sometimes all they need is someone to listen. Sometimes all they need is to know that someone cares. Is that someone you? Then show them.
Inspiration.
It takes a village.
Yes, ma'am.
In other words.
Thank you very much. And that's from 2011. And your name, your business, and you're reading from volume 1 from 2000 something or another.
Okay. My name is Janetta Reed. My business is James Catering, and I'm reading from the date April 28th. When you look in the mirror and you see what you think you see, is it what you really are? Is it the essence of you, or the sum total of all your experiences up until now? Is it a package that you've so delicately wrapped yourself up in? The what, the where, the now, or could it be the beginning of a journey? We sometimes think we know who we are until we see ourselves in another, and we point the finger. Now, what do you see?
Ooh, I like that.
Inspirational conversation.
I wish I could take the credit for it. Actually, I did take the credit for it. As I said before, I didn't write it. I just listened. It came through me. These are our fundraisers, and we sell them to the stores, so we have to get paid for $19.99 because I'm in the hood. I ain't in corporate America. I can sell them for what I want to sell them for, so we sell them for half price just so we can get the word out. So they're $10, and you get a free gift with it. Okay, we got them in the. Tony will take care of that. Hold on a second. I got to finish my plug. For the grant money, I give you, for the free grant money for the nonprofits, I give you a sample letter of intent. When you're writing the letter to the funder, whoever it is, Target, Walmart, Playboy, there's a list of about 30 organizations. They give out money, girl. I was shocked too. Yeah. Anything. It had nothing to do with sex. Nothing to do with nudity and nothing to do with sex. It just blew my mind. I didn't find that out until I went to a book signing at the Playboy building. And I was talking to some people and I found it out and I was like, okay. See, that's why I said go to something that you have absolutely no interest in. Did I say that at the beginning of it? Now, who'd have thunk to go to Playboy? Anyway, this is the letter of intent. And I also have in your manual, you'll have instructions for starting a nonprofit agency. So I don't leave you out there blinded. I've done the research for you. My interns have done the research for you. So all you have to do is apply and get a grant writer and all that information is included. That's for-profit. That's nonprofit. For-profit, which is marketing and media. You how to start a business, right? Everybody got one. For those of you who are already in business, and even if you're not in business, because with this book I learned a trick along the way. This book, I did marketing on this book 3 months before it was out. I started advertising that this book would be out in December. It's that June, August, somewhere around there. So you build up anticipation for the product. So when it's funny, it's like, oh, when's it coming out? When is that dress coming out? When can I get that earring? When can I get that cake? You know, so you want to build that anticipation up before it even happens. What people are looking for. And you need, I cannot express this enough, you must have a cross-marketing campaign for your product or your service. That's what this is about, how to reach buyers and clients with video clips. We don't read like we used to because we watch so much TV. People love videos. How many times have you gotten an email and you read it? And how many times have you gotten an email where you read it as opposed you watch the video as opposed to reading? You look at that video because we're visual. Many of us don't have time to read. It's like my email, I'm so banked up, it's not even funny. But I think it's important. You call me. I'm old. clips in a dynamite way. I just did, what's called a book trailer. It's like a 30-second or 60 or 2, you can have it as long as you want to. A trailer for Tony's book. Tony just wrote a cookbook, Southern Cooking with a Twist. Tony's a cameraman. Everybody say, congratulations, Tony! See, you don't know what you can do until you do it. Tony likes to cook. He didn't know he liked to cook. I don't cook, so somebody had to cook, and both of us can't eat. They don't cook in the food. Tony likes to cook. So Tony discovered that he likes doing what he likes to do, so we produced the show down at Can TV. And after the show, we have a post-production meeting, and we talk about, what we will, what didn't, and we talk about the food. And people started, ooh, this is good. Can you make some more of this fried rice? Make some more of this spaghetti and chicken and yada, 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 and so forth. And Tony said, maybe I'll cook a little bit more. And I said, yeah, maybe you should. Maybe you should write a cookbook. I can't write no cookbook. You don't know what you can do until you do it. Effie Ross is under our umbrella. Effie has 2 books now. With Effie, I first told Effie to write a book. You know what she told me? You crazy. I can't write no book. You have a message. People know who you are. There are people who have written books that are horrible. But they wrote them, and they're getting paid. A young man who helped me along the way, I read his book, and I'm like, you need to be shot. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. I was like, if he can write a book, that's what inspired me. I'm like, I can write a book too. But all the time, it took me 10 years to write my first book, which is not in here because it's somewhere. It's in that basket. Can you get this basket? Because I have a basket here too. Somebody, I always, we are taught so much that there has to be, this is my first book here. I can't get it. It's I kind of had it too because it's got my high top page. Can you see that? I had a high top page back in the day. I was a great jump. Anywho, I always thought that I wasn't worthy because I didn't have a PhD. I always thought you had to have a PhD in order to write a book. And there was this author who I can't remember his name, but he was a coach, and he was an ex-football player, and he had a book. And we were just talking one day, and he said, you really should write a book. And I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm going to write a book about. He said, you don't have to know anything to write a book. Just write one. He said, tell stories about his radio station. I said, because I don't know, so I'm going to do some too. And they're all in the book. Little bit of stuff, I don't know nobody to me. So I decided to write that book, and it's just like I've got books after books that I just haven't published. You can only do so much. Anyway, I just said that you all have a story. And one of the ways to market yourself is to write a book. It doesn't have to be my first one. I'm just a writer. I wrote 300 and almost 400 pages because I had a lot to say. My first intention was to write the book on inspiration, but it didn't come out that way. It came out like a chicken soup for the soul because I told some stories. Some that I should have kept to myself, but I didn't know what was out there. What can I say? Anyway, it makes you an expert in what you do. So I encourage you to keep a daily journal because that journal will not only help you look back when you have bad days, and you can look back and see, well, I ain't as bad as I thought I am. It's okay. So you not only help yourself psychically, but you help somebody else who's coming along with you. So keep a journal. And that's my basket too. What else do we have? We talked about the media campaign. For the for-profit, we have the resource list. We have emergency funding information, and we have business plans, and we have marketing. Anybody know anybody who writes gospel music? We have something called the Business of Gospel Music. What else do we have? Emergency funding for artists. Free scholarship information. You get that free, even though we just give them away now because there's so many people need to go back to school. And I understand that because I had to go to school. And I didn't have no money, so. What else do we have? Free grant money for, these are nonprofits. The free grant, this is not grant money, this is for angel investors. So who's interested in money for grant money for nonprofits, and who's interested in money for-profits? So just tell me what you need, and we can figure it out.